Welcome back to another brand new episode of Audio on the Mic. I'm your host E, and today we are going to talk about our Week 12 prediction. Now you may be wondering, what happened to me last week? So last week I did go down with a flu. That was the only reason why you did not see me to do my Week 11 predictions. But I can tell you this, I did go 10-4 if you've been looking at the community tab. But without further ado, let's get the picks going. Our Thanksgiving matchups: Buffalo and Detroit. Buffalo coming off of a great victory over Cleveland, while Detroit coming off of a great victory themselves over the New York Giants in New York. This game's going to be at home in Detroit. I'm going to go with the upset here. I know Buffalo's favorite right now. They've been there for a week now. I like Detroit in this situation. I've been saying this ever since week one. I really do see Detroit making an upset in Buffalo. I think this game will be closer than people expect it to be. Give me Detroit in this situation right here. Jared Goff will get it done against that Buffalo's defense. I will take the blame if this is wrong, but I'm very certain this will be right. Give me Detroit. Up next, Dallas Giants. Dallas coming off of a great victory over Minnesota, while the Giants coming off of a devastating loss to Detroit. It's going to be in Dallas, traditional Detroit and Dallas. I say the home teams get it done. I'm not sure. I think the Dallas and Giants game will be very interesting to watch. I'm not sure the Giants will bounce back this game. I know they are trying to look for revenge after Cooper Rush beat them in New York. This will be a close one, but I got Dallas. I think that Dallas defense is going to be too much. They're going to stop Saquon Barkley, limit Saquon Barkley, and make Daniel Jones throw the ball often. And it's going to come disaster with the Giants. Give me Dallas. And our finale for the Thanksgiving games: Minnesota and New England. New England coming off of a miraculous win over the Jets in the punt return touchdown for the win, while Minnesota coming out from a devastating loss to the Cowboys last week, 43. This one's going to be interesting. It's going to be Minnesota. I'm just not sure if Minnesota's going to have a bounce back game here or not. That's was my main question, especially New England has been amping up with their defense right now. Both great teams here. Man, I really want to go with Minnesota right now. But I'm going to go with Minnesota, even though I really feel New England. This is going to be one of those games. It was going to be a coin toss here. But I'm going to say Minnesota gets a dub right here. They'll bounce back. It will be a close one once more. Give me Minnesota. Going into our 1 o'clock games here: Denver, Carolina. Both teams have been struggling lately. Denver losing to the Raiders, while Carolina losing to the Baltimore Ravens. One of these teams are going to win here. I'm going to say Denver's going to win. I know Sam Darnold's going to be the starting quarterback for the Carolina Panthers this week, but I really do feel Denver will bounce back in this game here. They will have their 4th win this year. It's been a very disappointing year for Denver. They just let go of Melvin Gordon not too long ago, but give me Denver in this situation here. Atlanta, Washington. Washington coming off of a great victory over the Texans, while Atlanta coming off a great victory over Chicago Bears. Both teams are playing well. They're trying to fight for an NFC spot for the playoffs, especially Washington here. I feel Washington can get it done against Atlanta. I think Atlanta's been struggling lately, even though it doesn't say about the record 5-6, where they should have been having a winning record and leading the division. But on the other hand, on the hot train right now, I like Washington's situation. They just made Taylor Heineke the starting quarterback for the team there. No question about it. I like Washington's situation. Give me Washington. Dolphins, Houston, the game that I'll be at. This could be no brainer here. I like Miami in this situation here. I think it's gonna be too much offensively and defensively against Houston. Houston has been struggling lately. I just don't know if I can keep this as too much of a sleeper for Houston, but pray Miami does not start stumbling against them. But short and sweet, give me Miami. Cincinnati, Tennessee. Cincinnati coming off a great victory over the Steelers, while the Titans coming off a great victory over the Green Bay Packers. Both teams here are looking for playoff contentions here. This is going to be a good game, actually. This one right here, Tennessee and Cincinnati, going to be a good one. This is actually going to be a good one. Just looking at both teams here, not sure if you'll see Joe Mixon in this game or Jamar Chase. This is going to be a close one. I'm going to go with Cincinnati. I just feel Tennessee will lose a game against a tough opponent, which will be Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati gave a rough time against the Steelers. I feel they'll give them a rough time against Tennessee. So give me Cincinnati. Even though there's some injuries there going along with Cincinnati, I just feel Titans will lose in this game right here. Up next, Chicago Jets. Chicago coming from a devastating loss to the Falcons, while the Jets coming from a huge loss to the Patriots, 10-3. What a killer in that game there. This is going to be interesting. There's one situation the quarterback is injured from near the end of that game against the Falcons, while the other quarterback they don't not sure who's gonna be the star. Is it Zach Wilson? Is it Joe Flacco? Is it Mike White? No one knows who's gonna be the starting quarterback as of right now. But when you look at the situation right here, who do I lean on? Do I feel Justin Fields would be healthy enough to play against the Jets? Or do I trust in that Jets defense to come up big? But to trust in that offense is the main issue I have there. 6-4, Chicago 3-8. If Justin Fields can be healthy in this game, I really feel Chicago can win this game, and I'm gonna go with that as an upset there. They're not really trusting in anything offensively for the Jets right now. I know the Jets defense can do something to limit Chicago. I just feel that run game is going to be the main key to stopping Justin Fields, and I feel they're going to run all over the Jets with Justin Fields at the quarterback helm. Give me Chicago. Tampa, Cleveland. Tampa coming off from their bye week, while Cleveland's coming off a devastating loss to the Buffalo Bills. This is going to be at home in Cleveland. Tom Brady against Kobe Brissett. I like Tampa Bay in this situation here. I'm not really trusting Cleveland still. Yes, they did beat Cincinnati earlier this year. The past two games has not proven that, and I feel Tampa Bay will keep rolling and keeping that lead for the NFC South to this day. Give me Tampa in this situation right here. I don't see Cleveland even in close to me in playoff contention. At Baltimore, Jacksonville. Nothing too much explanatory here. Even though Jacksonville's now in the playoff hunt right now, I like Baltimore in this situation here. They're gonna bounce back after a sluggish win over the Panthers. While Jacksonville had a bye week, I just feel Baltimore will bounce back after that sluggish week. I could see it maybe a little bit close in the beginning, but Baltimore will carry away right after that. So give me Baltimore in this situation. They'll go 8-3. Now to our 4 o'clock games: Chargers, Arizona. Chargers coming from a devastating loss to the Chiefs, while Arizona is coming from a devastating loss to the 49ers. I feel this will be a bounce back game. Not the Arizona Cardinals, but the Los Angeles Chargers right here. They've been devastating for the past 2 weeks. 49ers and the Chiefs. This is the week they'll bounce back. It's just a dumpster fire, Arizona. To not even trust them, even at their house. I just don't trust it. Even if Kyler Murray is healthy, I don't even trust that at all. I don't even want to touch Arizona right now. So give me the Chargers in this situation, no question about it. They'll bounce back. The Raiders versus Seattle. Seattle's coming from a bye week, while Las Vegas coming off of a great overtime victory over the Denver Broncos. Derek Carr too, Devontae Adams. I'm going to go with Seattle here. Yes, Vegas had a nice win over the Denver Broncos. I feel Seattle will bounce back after losing to Tampa before that bye week. They'll have something to prove. They will beat Las Vegas at their house. I can see it happening. Give me Seattle, Geno Smith, DK, Metcalf. All I'm going to say, those two will go off. New Orleans, San Francisco. New Orleans coming off of a great victory, while San Francisco is coming off a great victory over the Arizona Cardinals. Now, both teams are looking for some playoff contention. I feel I want to lean more to San Francisco, mainly because of the offense and defense starting to pick up a little bit more. They're starting to pick things up where they left off from last season, especially with Jimmy G. Jimmy G didn't had to pass the ball at all against Arizona. Just allow that run game going. That run game's gonna keep on rolling, especially New Orleans. A lot of injuries, New Orleans. Can't tell who's gonna be in, who's gonna be out. Main key, stopping Andy Dalton for San Francisco. Give me the 49ers. What is supposedly be the game of the week, Kansas City and Los Angeles Rams. Rams have been struggling mightily, losing key pieces there, and the defensive line has not been the same for the Rams. While the Chiefs, great comeback victory over the Los Angeles Chargers, 30-27. I like the Chiefs heavily in this game. I'm just not trusting the Rams at all this year. I think the Rams season is most likely over. They have to find some situation where they can protect Matthew Stafford next season somewhere, somehow, some way, because the way the situation is right now and getting some defensive pieces there, they need help. They need a lot of help, and I do not have any faith in it. And it's giving me Arrowhead. Not having that faith there. Give me the Chiefs. Sunday Night Football. The Philadelphia Eagles against the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay coming off of a devastating loss to the Titans, while Philadelphia coming from a narrow victory over the Colts near the end of that game. I don't like Green Bay in this situation. I like Philadelphia a little bit more, even though They may have some couple scares, especially that loss against the Washington Commanders and almost losing the Colts in Indianapolis. I just don't see Green Bay going to Philadelphia and winning. I'm not gonna have that faith that I had with them last week. I'm gonna have a little bit more faith with Philadelphia this week. Jalen Hurts will bounce back, and that offense will bounce back this week. Give me Philadelphia. And the Monday Night Football, Pittsburgh against the Colts. The Colts losing in a heartbreaking loss to the Philadelphia Eagles, while Pittsburgh losing in a heartbreaking loss to the Cincinnati Bengals. Pittsburgh's going on fire lately. Colts are rallying over Jeff Saturday. Who did I go for in this sluggish matchup here? I like the Colts in this situation here. I feel that offense and defense is striving with Jeff Saturday the way have they been playing as lately right now to the close to the point where there have been very close games. And these sluggish games, I feel the Colts will rally over the Pittsburgh Steelers because I don't know how Kenny Pickett's gonna react out in Indianapolis. Yeah, he did pretty good against Cincinnati Bengals, but what makes you think he's gonna do it once again? And Najee Harris barely coming out of nowhere, finally doing something for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I just feel with the motivation of Jeff Saturday to Matt Ryan to that offensive line especially, has been struggling all year. I like the Colts in this situation here. I'm gonna say might be a high scoring, so I could feel this game could be maybe 30 to 24, 27. This could be like a 50 type points. So I'm gonna say right here, I'm gonna say 55. 55 right here for this game right here. That's gonna do it for our picks right here. Appreciate you guys tuning in to the Week 12 predictions. I'm your host CE, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Until then, take care and always stay true to yourself. Take care. Peace.